I'm glad we can put this STD thing in the past. When he showed me the letter, I was like, oh, clear. Let's get it on.
So let me get this straight. Let me get this abundantly straight. This man flies over to your country to allegedly be with you because he allegedly loves you. But he tells you that he was sleeping around with multiple other people. That then resulted to him getting what? Gonorrhea. Which therefore prevented you two from what? Having intimacy. But also it broke what? Your trust. The same trust that forced you to say that he was no longer your boyfriend until further notice. He finally meets your family. Your sister's like, hey, take him. Because, hey, what option do we have? And you made abundantly clear the whole time that you wasn't going to make life easy for him because of what he did. And even when your sister told you what she told you about being with him regardless, you was like, well, no, because you know your own worth. But in the end, because of his consistency, you decided to say, you know what? Yes, you can be my boyfriend again. All right, cool. Maybe he earned that. Maybe he did. But now you're back in this position where you've been reminded again that your man had an STD that he caught from cheating on other people. And now you're happy that it's gone because now you can finally get it on. Yeah. Definitely sounds like some 90-day type of shiz.
Is that real for 5?
Many women sleep.
5? Is that? No. 7.
First and foremost, he didn't sleep with 5 or 7 women. From what I remember, these were men who he was staying with, men who are drag queens. Maybe not all of them, but I'm pretty sure none of them were transgender. So to be fair, the fact that it's even been said it's girls, that actually blew my mind. But here's the thing though, Faith. So you sat there and you was like, 5? 7? Even though he had told you it was with multiple people, even though he had told you that basically, in fact, she told us herself from what I remember, that each time he stayed at someone's place, guess what was happening? He was bonking them. This same conversation even got reminded, I believe, even when they were talking about both of them wanting to be a bottom. But Faith is now going to act all surprised, all shocked, all bamboozled about the fact that, wait, hold on a minute, it was more than one person? It was 5? It was 7? Wow, I'm in shock. It's quite entertaining how shocked she is about the information, to be honest with you. Sounds about right when it comes to 90-Day Fiancé.
Kita ko siya. Nakikipaglandian siya. Nakatalikod ka. Paglabas, nakikipaglandian siya gano'n. Gusto mo yun?
Let's just make this abundantly clear. This is a man that had made abundantly clear to you in the past that he did not take your relationship seriously at the very beginning because he had not met you yet. So therefore, he was able to go out there and enjoy whoever the hell he wanted to enjoy. So therefore, he told you that if he can find something else better, or if he can find somebody else that wants to entertain him, he's more than happy to go and enjoy that person. So, of course, this information isn't going to come as a surprise, but let's get into how it all breaks down in the end.
Tell you. My best friend saw you. That you're flirting someone else. I don't know, who is that? Maybe you're flirting with a drag queen?
It's funny though. It's funny how you actually wanted to take this man to a show filled with a bunch of drag queens when clearly drag queens have been the source of his gonorrhea, have been the source of your trust issues, have been the source of many things that just have not gone right in your relationship. But Lauren has his own excuses. He has his own reasons.
Attention, because that's their job.
It's just a part of you to flirt with them. Your attitude here. It's not all about, yes, I'm from USA, I'm white, I'm a foreigner, I'm bringing my attitude
No,
here.
I just act the way I'm supposed to act with a drag queen.
So let me get this straight. According to Lauren, when you attending a show that has drag queen, or you go somewhere that has drag queens, you are supposed to act in a way that involves you flirting with them. I'm pretty sure that way of flirting with them is the same way that led you to doing what? Oh yeah, sleeping with them. Oh yeah, you remember that? And also it led you where? Oh yeah, to getting gonorrhea. It's as if this man has not learned from his experiences. He has not learned from his behavior. But here's the thing though, somebody that doesn't really care about other people, is that person really in a position where they care to learn about anything that involves other people and how it's going to impact other people around them? Of course not. Of course they're not going to learn. But it's okay though, because Lauren sees it as just friendly way of just appreciating drag queens for doing what they do for their own art. But that's interesting, because then that tells me that every single person that goes and watches a drag queen in one of these shows, or maybe that encounters one on the streets, that tells me that clearly you're telling us that every single person who does that has this desire to always have to want to flirt with them. But you know, Lauren, he speaks for a whole population of people, doesn't he now? But to see that little outbreak from Faith, just because you're an American, it doesn't mean you can bring your attitude here. To be fair with you, she was spitting some bars there. I will give her that, to be fair with you. Just because you're here doesn't mean you can bring your BS here with you. But at the same time, though, that's all he's done since he's been there.
Blindsided by this. I don't know why Faith is getting so bent out of shape about me flirting with the drag queens at a drag show, because showing them that they're doing a good job.
And then Lauren has the audacity to talk about being blindsided. Bruh, you arrived to the Philippines with a woman that was expecting you to take her back to America, and also expecting you to be completely loyal, and probably expecting to have had some fun with you at this point. But guess what though? You landed, and then you're blindsided with information about how, hey, going back to America isn't really that much of a plan. And also, I don't really have a home in America. And I don't really have much work going on for me, to be fair, at the same time. So really and truly, you know what? I'll probably rather just stay here. Also on top of that, obviously me staying here isn't going to be that easy. So maybe I should just marry your mum. Or if not, maybe I can just quickly go over to a whole other country and then come back for XYZ. This man wants to talk about blindsiding. Oh, by the way, I was sleeping with a bunch of people and I caught it. And this man wants to talk about blindsiding. About blindside. Come on now.
I tried so hard this whole trip just to make her happy, and Faith already has trust issues with me, so she's definitely going to believe her friends over me.
Well, it's going to be very easy to believe her friends over you, given the fact that the people that you were flirting with were drag queens. But then again, though, I don't know if Faith knows that the people you were sleeping with were drag queens, to be fair. I'm not saying all of them were, but we know some of them were. Or am I mistaken? Either way, though, he cheated, and that doesn't change anything, and he still caught with gonorrhea, which doesn't change anything. But here's the thing, though. The way Faith was acting all surprised, yeah, something was off-key about that, if you ask me personally. With that being said, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.